What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. As y'all see by the story time, man, this is the reason why I stopped going to parties. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory, the scenario, man, the situation. So basically, this is the time when I was like in I want to say eighth grade. I was about like 14 years old. This is the last party uh kickback I ever went to. It was the last one. At at this point, after due to this situation, bro, I haven't been to a party since I was 14 years old. Now, to give y'all a backstory, bro, man, so this party took place, like I said, if you haven't watched my previous videos, I'm from a place called Opelika, Alabama. Now, we had this big rivalry or like this animosity towards the city right next to mine, so like damn near combined, which is Auburn, Alabama. Like I said, at the time, it was people from that school that didn't like us, we didn't like them, and it was like this rivalry beef, like from sport. It actually started from like from football, basketball, sports and shit, and it just led into personal shit. But yeah, man, it was this girl that my homeboy knew. She happened to go to Auburn, and she invited him to the party. Now, with that being said, we knew for a guaranteed fact, that there was dudes that she was cool with that we had an issue with that was going to be at that party. Now she ended up. Now I think he actually ended up asking. He was like, "Hey, I'll come to the party," because apparently they was kind of talking. They was on a talking stage at that point, so she really wanted him to come. And it wasn't like a birthday party. It was just just a regular kickback. Uh, her mom was gonna be gone. Her mom was gonna be gone, but her mom gave her permission to throw a party. Her mom gave her permission. I remember that because if we did not want to go to that party. If just like some crazy shit happened, like her mom called the police or whatever. We did not want to go, but I remember she got permission from her mom, and they was talking that time. And I remember he asked her, he was like, "Hey, if I go to this party, you just know I'm bringing a few of my homies with me." And she like, "Cool." And she like, but at the same time, I know she like just let you know, I know such and such and them gonna be there. She said the thing is, she said therefore I'm gonna have security. Now when she said security, I'm like, all right, that means we think like real ass security. Come to find out, but the security she talking about, she just had like her older cousin there, bro. It was like two of her older cousins, and that was it. That was the fucking so called security. But yeah, she ended up telling us, she was like, yeah, y'all can come. Like, I'm gonna have security, so y'all ain't got nothing to worry about nothing. Y'all ain't got to worry about no violence and nothing, whatever. Now at the time, bro, man, like I said, when I was young, bro, I didn't have nice clothes, nice shoes. Like I had decent shit, but I didn't wear Jordans. I wasn't having all the polo and shit and Ralph Lauren. And back then it was like Polo, Hollister, all the other shit back in those days. Like Hollister, that's like when Aeropostale was real big. It was like Aeropostale, Hollister, Polo, Levi's. That's when you wear that shit in Jordans, bro. That's when you really have some shit. I didn't wear that. I didn't have none of that shit, bro. So anytime we was to go out, like me and these group of friends, I knew what my job was. Uh, like I knew if we was to go out, I'm gonna be the one that gonna have the hoodie on, fucking beanie on, blue jeans. I'm gonna wear some Tim. I have my Tims. I know I'm gonna be the one that's gonna have to fight. And I didn't have a problem with it. Like I knew I wasn't gonna get no girls. I know my chances of trying to talk to a female. Like I was very antisocial. I ain't like to be bothered with. Like I just stayed to myself. So I knew anytime we go out, if there was a problem that had to be say that there was something that had to be addressed and there was an issue, I knew I'm the one that's gonna fight because they would get dressed up. I know what y'all here for. Y'all here to get girls, get some numbers, look cool, be fine, drink, smoke. I didn't drink, I ain't smoke. So I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be always on point. And if we gotta fight, I know I'm gonna have to be the one to fight. So basically, man, fast forward, we end up going to the party. We go to this party. Now she had like this big ass backyard with this, but the gate it was like a smaller ass gate. The gate was small. It was like the gate was probably like 4 feet tall. You could literally just put one hand on the gate and just jump over that motherfucker. You was athletic enough. So she had like her older cousin at the party, and it was like they had this semi fake checklist of just people names she sent. And like, they let us in because they had his name. Then he had texting our name, so our name was on the list. So we walk in immediately, man. Within the first, I want to say like the first 5 to 10 minutes, bro. It was like you just feel the energy, you feel the intimacy, like in the just. And we was outside, and you could just feel the energy, bro. Like off the rip, you could just feel it within like the first 5 10 minutes. Only time we lasted 10 minutes, right? So it had to be like the first 5 minutes we were there. She comes over there. She say hey to us, and she grab him, and they go in the house. So I'm like, all right, I know what they about to go do. They about to go chill. At the same time, it was me and it was like two more other guys with me, and then my homeboy that we came to the party with, but he had went in the house with her. So we knew they was probably about to go do something. Now, mind you, he the one that drove us here. It's his car. He drove us here. So basically, bro, we outside. So it's me and two other homies. So we standing there and we see the guys. It's probably like five of them. It's five individuals that we at the time we had an issue with. Nothing really crazy happened, but we had it was like some just intimacy towards each other. So, bro, it just come to a point we literally just having a staring match. We just having a staring contest. We literally just like we ain't eating nothing, we ain't drinking nothing. Like it's food everywhere, drinks everywhere, people walking around. But bro, it's literally like they are literally like staring at a corner angle facing towards us, and we just looking at this, and we literally are just staring at each other. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody. We just got a straight face, no mean mug. We ain't smirking our lips or making any type of faces. It's just a straight face, just staring contest. So at this point, bro, I'm like, bro, I ain't about to keep looking at these dudes. Like, I don't care. I ain't coming to the party. I don't give a fuck about this party. I ain't coming to eat, chill. I know I ain't talking to no females. I ain't stunned there. I'm about to go over there and address them. So I ended up at the time she had this big ass it was a bonfire in the middle of the party. Like she had this huge ass backyard. So I'm kind of like walking around this bonfire, about to walk up towards them. And before I can even like reach where it, they slowly start making their way towards me. Like we kind of like not met halfway, but like more to their side to where they was at in their little corner section. So I get over there, I'm like, hey bro, what's the issue? Like what y'all keep looking at? Like nigga, y'all looking at us first. Y'all came in looking at us. We was already here chilling. So when y'all walked in, y'all came in bringing in bad energy, bad vibes, all that. I hate it when people say that shit, bro. That shit used to piss me off to the core. When people say bad vibes, bad, it's like, bro, stop. Like, it just feels so weird. It was so weird. So he started saying that, and at the time, I could tell it was five of them. Like two or three of them were kind of drunk because they just talking like a little weird and like they got like a little lisp when they say their words and shit like that. But the other two dudes, they was like I could tell they was like on the time I was on. Like they had on a hoodie, sweat top, sweatpants with some fucking Timbs on. Like clearly y'all didn't come to the party either. Y'all came in for some fuck shit because y'all knew we was gonna come. So basically, make a long story short, bro, we just get into this big ass argument, like huge argument to where a point like to where they come, my homeboy and the girl, they come outside because they heard us yelling and screaming. So we just go into this yelling and screaming match. Me and the two dudes, the other three dudes that is drunk, uh, they kind of like back off a little bit, and my other two homies, they kind of like just like go there near them and just kind of watch them. So it's just me and these other two dudes, and I'm going back and forth with them. And man, I'm calling them like every word in the book, like bitch ass nigga, you's a B ass, you's a hoe, you's a this ass nigga, like this. I'm just going off, like I ain't gonna lie, I was talking crazy, and I was talking crazy, and but they wasn't doing nothing. Like they wasn't. They was just like, man, whatever. And then you hard talk and this and that. But I'm literally like, we literally like standing like face to face with each other. I'm just calling them the crazy, saying the most crazy shit I've ever said. So at this point, I realize they're not gonna do nothing. But at this point, my adrenaline is just rushing to a point like I want y'all to swing on me now. It's at the point like I want to fight both of y'all now. So I say the magic word, bro. I say the magic phrase, the most disrespectful phrase I think you could ever say to another man. I say, hey man, both y'all niggas some getting y'all niggas to suck my, you know what? And man, once I said that, bro, they eyes got so big, bro. Like they eyes like they were like a deer caught in headlights. And I remember, man, that's when I knew. That's when I kind of like as I got older. That's when I knew like there were people that was all about talk. They would just talk that shit. And there was a few individuals like myself, which we would consider, like real motherfuckers, like straight up stand up guys. That was really about that shit, bro. And I told them dudes that, man, they didn't say nothing. They looked at me. They like you said. They looked at me and they just said, mm. They said you want to. They said this nigga just told you. I was like, see, I like nigga. They're like, bro, I know you didn't just say. Like one of them said nothing. The other one that was kind of smaller, he like, did you? I know you didn't just say what you just said. I said, nigga, yeah, nigga, y'all both y'all can get in y'all knees and suck my. And bro, like the dude, like they looked at each other and they just walked out. They walked out the party. Now at that point, like I said, I'm 14 years old. I ain't really been in too many crazy situations. Like I don't been in some fights at that point, but nothing to what weapons got involved. What like a knife, somebody don't pull out a knife on me. Of course, like I said, I don't got jumped one time and dude put out like a long metal pole on me. He tried to hit me with, but he was too far away to even touch me. But outside of that, to that point, bro, like I had never really dealt with nobody that had like I've seen guns at that point, but I've never seen nobody like pull it out on nobody or just threaten somebody with it or let it on shoot it. So I remember I said that shit to them. They left out the party. They walked out the gate. They just walked off. So I ended up going back to my other two homies. And by that time, the girl and my homie that came with us, they don't make their way over there to my other two homies, the other three guys that were drunk. So it's three of them, my two homies, my homie that just came back that invited that came with the girl, and they all standing over there. So I made my way back over there, and I remember at this point, like I said, my adrenaline was rushing. So I'm like, man, y'all niggas lame. I'm calling them all F niggas, lame niggas, bitch niggas. Like, man, y'all can go leave with y'all homeboys. They ain't no shit. I just told both of them to, suck my what's like what, and they ain't do nothing. They just left. Y'all might always just pop out with them. Like, y'all ain't on that. And I remember them three drunk dudes, they're like, you told them to do that? I was like, and then I remember they looked dead at her. They was like, bro, like, yeah, your party over with. Like, that shit over with. Like, you might well gonna tell everybody to start leaving now. And she like, for what? For what? For what? Like, y'all ain't about to do nothing. He like, bro, such and such and them, they both got a gun in the car. That's what they probably want to go get. And I remember at this point, man, I wasn't scared, but it was like a like I like once he said that, like I had my soul, like I could see myself, I could see my reaction, like my soul left my body. I'm like, he's like, nah, such and such just they both got their gun and they probably went to the car to get their gun. So you might want to start telling everybody to leave the party. Bro, when he said that, bro, it was like, oh shit. Like, not the time, like I said, I'm young, my pride is so high. Even when he said that, I wanted to leave, but at the same time, like, man, fuck that. I'm like, bro, it is what it is. Like, I'm like, I'm gonna own it to my like anytime I was always big on that. Regardless how bad I put myself in the situation, bro, I was like, bro, I'm gonna take my consequences regardless. Whatever it come down to, whatever the consequence is, I ain't got no problem. I'm gonna take it on the chin. It is what it is. So as much as I wanted to leave and like, bro, let's get the fuck up out of here. I was like, bro, no, fuck that shit. They got a gun. Come on, tell them. I'll wait right here. But basically, she believed them. Like I said, cause them two dudes, bro. This like when I realized like it was like I end up eventually in like over time getting some respect. Like we had like a mutual like especially with those two guys in particular. Like we were always run like as we got older, I would always see them like at the movies or the mall or at a store. And, we would just give each other nods because I actually respected them and they respected me. just because of this situation that ended up happening. So basically, man, they end up, we everybody end up leaving. She ended up cleaning everybody out her yard. So like party over with, she ended up making up some excuse like, I thought she said she just heard that the neighbors called the police and they trying to ruin the party. So just to make sure nobody get in trouble, get arrested. Like I said, we all like teenagers and shit. And it's alcohol, weed, like you can smell, clearly smell the weed. She's like, I ain't trying to get nobody messed up, get nobody in trouble, so we just gonna end the party. So we outside, so we basically outside this gate. We outside this gate. Now they kind of park like kind of like way down the road because there was a lot of people there. So we standing. So I'm still just standing. I'm standing like in front of the gate, like towards the entrance of our house. So I'm gonna just wait. So I'm like, bro, I'm just wait here. Like I ain't leave. I ain't gonna do nothing, bro. So eventually, the three dudes, they end up walking back to the car. Now it's pitch black. You can't see shit. But by the time you can see that car, it's damn like pitch black to at the end of the road. So the three dudes walk to the car, whatever. So we all sit in at me, the homie I came with, and the other two dudes that rode with us. So we all standing or whatever, and the girl she outside waiting for everybody to leave. So everybody started pulling up whatever. And at this point, like now it's like probably like 5, 6 minutes went by, everybody gone. Everybody gone. But you can see that they got the car on and they got the headlights on. So you can see that car at the end of the road. But at the point, like I said, all the cars were gone probably like a good minute or two now. So it's just an empty road and it's just their car and our car right there. So yeah, at that point, like I said, it's just our two cars on the road and it's her outside. So after a while, we waiting. They ain't did nothing. They ain't pulled or whatever. So at the time we get in the car, so we like, man, they ain't on them. We get in the car. Man, so as soon as we get in the car, they see us turn our headlights on. They quickly bust, but they just bust a big ass U-turn in the middle of the road. So all of a sudden, the two dudes in the car, one of my homies, he like, bro, they about to try to shoot up the car. He like, bro, pull up, hurry up, pull out. They gonna try to shoot up the car. So man, me being me, bro, I like, nah, I ain't about to let bro car and shit up. I like, nah. I'm about to just hop out. I'm about to hop out. So I end up hopping out the car. I tell them to pull off. Now, as I tell them to pull out, they bust you trying to pull off down the road, whatever. The girl, she ended up like kind of like not run back in the house, but she kind of like ran back to her porch. And they pulled up, they pulled up in front of the house. I'm standing right there, like across the street from the house, from our house. And they hop out, with their gun in their hand. They're like, what you say? Like, what's that shit you said? And I looked at them, and man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was like, bro, this gonna be it. I literally thought to myself, like, this probably gonna be it. And bro, like this, they hopped out. They like, so what's that shit you said? And I said it again. Like, I like, bro, yeah, I know what I said. I ain't got time to repeat myself. I did what it is. But if y'all gonna do something, do it. And I remember they looked at me, dog. They looked at me. They gave me that look. It was like it was kind of like they had like an intellectual like talk where they said they was like, should we do it? And then they looked at me. They were like, man, just the fact that you got out the car and you stood here and your other homies pulled off. They was like, nah. And I remember they looked at me. They're like, bro, any other situation, man, we probably popped your ass, dog. We'd have laid your ass out right here. I said, but the fact that your homies pulled off and you got it, and like you actually got up and you stood and you knew, and they like I said, the three drunk dudes, they ended up telling them they told it like they ended up telling how they told y'all we had our guns, that's when we went to go back to get, and y'all saw us put on the road, we really gonna spray up the whole fucking car. But the fact that you got out the car and you stood up and you basically like just stood your ground, like bro, we ain't gonna do it, bro. But they like just next time for sure, like bro, you ever say some shit like that, it's just know we laying your ass out. Regardless, I don't care where we at, we in the store, we at the mall, we in the hospital, I don't give a fuck, we at church, nigga. You say some shit like that again, nigga, we laying your ass out. And I remember, man, I was like, yeah, man, it is what it is. Like, I kind of just looked at them and just like, yeah, like, shit, just what it is, type shit. And I remember they looked at me and they just looked at me over and down and they was like, nah. And I remember They told dude to unlock the door. They got back in the car, bro, and they pulled off. And I remember I called my homies, bro. I told them to spin back around. They pulled up like 2 minutes later. Like, bro, what happened? What happened? They jumped you? Did they hit you? Whatever. I was like, nah, they ain't say shit. They ain't do nothing. Like, I told him what they said. He was like, bro, he's like, that shit crazy, bro. He's like, I remember they said something. He's like, bro, we would have stood. He's like, bro, we would have stayed, bro. We would have got out of the car with you, bro. He said, bro, I just ain't trying to get my car shot up. This ain't my car. This is my mama car, whatever. Some shit he said, whatever. Man, I ain't really look at them weird for that because I said it. Like I brought the situation upon myself, and on top of it, like I said, I'm not trying to get nobody car shut up because some shit I said. I just don't like doing that. I just don't like. I hate when people do that. Like when people talk like big shit, and then they only do that because they got their homeboys around them. So therefore, for a fact, if it's one of you, and you got 4 of your homeboys with you, and it's 5 of them, and you just talking mad shit to them, eventually if you say something to them or you fight one of them and they try to jump you, whatever, because you talking crazy like 2 or 3 of them, both of them gonna put their hands on you. And your homeboy's not gonna let you get jumped if they standing right there. So they're gonna jump in and help out. And I hated people like that. I ain't never, like I said, I had probably like throughout my lifetime, I probably had like only 1 or 2 friends that would do shit like that. And I slowly just cut them off because they would only talk and pop shit when they got around me or got around the guys. But yeah, bro, like me being me, man, I just didn't want to, like, I look at them different, look at them weird for that, because like I said, I put myself in that situation. I'm the one that said that shit, and I know what come behind it. But yeah, bro, but like after that situation, bro, it kind of put me in the mindset. It was like, bro, do I really do I really want to go to go to like be in situations, like put myself in those type of situations? And I remember like over time, I ended up I forgot, it was like a Breakfast Club interview, man. I think it was, but it was like, yeah, I remember Kevin Gates said that's what it was. Kevin Gates said that he like, bro, he like, why would you keep? He like, why would you go to a place if you feel like you need to bring a gun or you feel like you need to bring a weapon with you to go to a certain place? You don't need to be there. You just don't need to be there. If you feel like you need to bring a gun or a knife or whatever the case may be to go to a certain place or a certain area, you don't need to be there. And after a while, bro, I just got to that point to where it was like, bro, I'm not going to no party. I'm not going to no kickback because I don't know who's gonna be there. I can't control the environment. I don't, like, if something pop off, like I just can't control it. And it got to a point like even if I do know somebody was gonna be there 9 or 10 times, it was somebody I had an issue with or I didn't like. So it's like, bro, I'm just not gonna show up. And over time, and then even over time as I got older, I started like, started like getting like more respect towards other people like outside of my city, to where I knew I didn't have like, we just had a mutual understanding to like ain't no animosity and we ain't trying to fight now. We just gonna stay. I'm gonna stay over here. You gonna stay over there. We just gonna just vibe about like other shit. I still didn't go. Like it just got to a point I just didn't really care for parties, really care for going out. And I just like over time, bro, I just grew out of that shit. Like I just grew out of it to this day. But yeah, man, that's just a situation, man, on what led to me stop going out, going to parties, like clubs. I never been to that was like my last party I went to. I've never been to a club, kickbacks, bro. I didn't even go to my graduation party. Like my graduation, like myself, but like turns like how all the seniors like have like at the graduation they have a seniors. Like when you're like senior year, that's when everybody throw kickbacks because everybody gonna be going out to college and going about their life. So everybody will throw all these parties and kickbacks for everybody to go on their separate ways. I ain't go to none of that shit. I didn't go to my prom. I didn't go to homecoming. I just stopped like going out to like public events, bro. Like overall, and yeah, bro, that's kind of what it led up to, and that's why, like that situation kind of led me up to this point to where that I just don't go out like that, like go to places or events like that anymore. But yeah, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, bro, and I'll see y'all again.